my YouTube channel, Rainy's Food Diaries. So today I'm going to be making a spicy Korean beef stir fry with my special ingredient Gochujang, which is red pepper paste. So you can find this in the Korean or the Asian supermarket. It's a bit pricey, but a little goes a long way. Also, disclaimer, it's a bit salty and it's not very spicy. So if you're looking for a spicy taste, add more chili flakes or chilies in here. Okay, so we're gonna start first. I have a video about marinating the beef, but here's the end result. It looks really nice. It smells really nice as well. So let's start. I have a gas stove, which it's actually really nice, especially when you're making Asian food and stir fries. So I'm just gonna get this gas really hot. That's what I want it to be. Let's get the fire hot. Ideally you want a flat-ish wok with a large surface area, but right now this is what we're going to be using. I'm still trying to find actually a good enough wok, but anyway, we'll still be searching. So when this is nice and hot, I'm going to add the oil. Okay, I'm going to keep a little bit of this oil actually, because I'm going to be doing this in two stages. One with the beef first, and then with taking out the beef and then doing the vegetables, just so that it doesn't get like a boiled stew taste, but rather a stir fry taste. So I've got two things here: my tongs, which is my personal favorite, and then I've just got a wooden spatula here as well. Let's see how sizzly this is. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Is we'll plonk it in. And try and fill it out. So in here I've just got some stuff to tenderize the steak, baking soda, cornstarch, some soy sauce. These are your basic ingredients. From this you can literally go any style of Asian stir fry. You can do it as a Thai, and this is just to tenderize the meat. So I'm going to leave it for like about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Until I start seeing things getting brown. I think you can bring the camera closer just to see inside the wok. That's my cameraman at the end. Now I'm going to say, oh, look at that. That looks great. Oh, I just flipped that over. See what it says, nice and brown. Nice and brown here. Oh, that looks really great. Actually, I'm not going to leave this for much longer because it looks so good already, and you really don't want to overcook your steak. So let's get that nice and tender, and then we're going to take this out. Oh my god, it's starting to smell so good. Let's take this out. If you can try and cook it out without oil, that's even a better option, because then you can use less oil when you're actually doing your veg. I've got a runaway here. That runaway can be JJ's, because he's, oh no, two runaways cannot be JJ's. We'll have to rinse that and put that back in. Okay, so here's my steak done. It's fine to put it back in the same bowl because we're going to cook it again. And now for all the goodness, these two pieces here, I'm going to leave on the side or rinse it quickly. Put that in. So it's time to sizzle and add a little bit more oil. in my veg, I've got some red onion, and I've got some leeks, and because it's winter season, I always keep leeks. Because leeks can go in stir fry, it can go in soup. Really a versatile kind of vegetable. And then I also cut up some spring onion. The root part I actually put in here, but the stems I've got for later. Add that. Oh yeah, smells so good. Add a little bit of water. It smells so good. Readjusting that. Okay, let's add some more oil here. So, like in total, you're looking about like 3 tablespoons of oil. I find in general like homemade stir fries versus store-bought is that you're going to actually have less oil in it. But I guess it all depends on your taste. If you want a more oilier stir fry, add more. If you are watching your health, add less. This is just normal sunflower, but I actually prefer a non-tasting oil. So olive oil for me has a bit of a strong taste. Sesame seed oil also has a strong taste. But for now, and for this recipe, I just add normal sunflower oil. And if later, if you choose to actually have more of a taste to your oil, you can add some sesame seed oil. Okay, I'm going to add the rest of the veg now. So that's carrots, 2 carrots and a baby cabbage. I love baby cabbage because it's so convenient, and it also means that I don't have a lot of wastage in the fridge. Also looks great. Increase the heat for this. So I also didn't add any like garlic and the beginning, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit. A little bit now. Fine. No, we can later. The steak was marinated with ginger and garlic in any case, so you're not going to get a really like a gamey taste. Cool. Everything is still being stir fried at the moment, so we're good. So while that's being done, I'm going to be doing the sauce. Okay, so I've got my mixing done. I'm going to be adding about a tablespoon of corn flour. And if you ever wondered why when you order like chow mein or chop suey, you get that lovely like thick gravy, and this is the main ingredient there. It's cornstarch and you're good to go. So even if your stir fry comes a little bit more watery than you want, just add a little bit of cornstarch with water and you're going to have extra gravy. So I'm going to add about like a tablespoon of soy sauce. This is a bit of a salty soy sauce, so I'm not going to add salt. Later on I can always taste. But about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons, depending on whatever your taste are. And the ingredients, the special ingredients. So this is what it looks like. It's got like a very umami taste, smell, and taste. It's almost like they put tambourine in here, but they didn't. It's made of fermented soybean and red pepper. So I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons. Oh, it smells so good. Just mixing it. This is what it looks like. Okay. Mix it up. And add some water. Let's see my vegetables. Oh, that looks nice. Let's add this stuff in. This is also going to come with some juice here. Oh, that looks so good. Put some water in here. I don't want to lose any of that flavor. Oh, look at that. You can break up the cabbage also if you want, but yeah. But try and cut your vegetables as fine as you want it, or depending if you like it crunchy or like a little bit more cooked, then you do what you want to do. So on the top here, I've got some of the spring onion that I kept. The root is already in here. Some bird's eye chilies and some bean sprouts. If you go to the Asian market, you'll find that bean sprouts is like sold in such large quantities for like super cheap. So you're going to get like maybe 500 grams for 22 rand. So it's really worth it to buy. But I find that if I don't actually end up using it often, it just lies in the fridge. So I prefer buying smaller quantities. So this is what I'm going to just add here. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Oh yeah. Everything is coming together so nice. It's the first time I actually tried this recipe. I'm so curious to know how it's going to come out. I was excited to actually even find gochujang in the Asian markets. Let's taste this. Yeah. It's such a weird, interesting taste. And that's what I love about Asian food. It's that generally you're looking at a flavor that comes from a sauce. So even when it comes to Thai cooking or Korean cooking or Chinese cooking, it's so easy to get the sauces and just like, it's a bit of technique and you A for away. So I'm going to just add this here. Oh, look at that color. And add a little bit more water in this. And like I say, the more water you add, it's actually just going to be more gravy. Got some sauce on the spoon, so I just wanted to get that out. And feel it's getting thick, so I'm going to just add a little bit more water here. Oh, smells so good. The gochujang paste is actually something that you could just also spread on bread, so it's very much cooked already. You don't need a large cooking time. You can also marinate beforehand, like with your steak. You could marinate it with the paste. But I actually didn't know what I was going to make with the steak, so that's why I just left it as simple as possible. And I think we're ready. Yes, it looks ready. Oh, it smells so good.